right, a pleasant good afternoon. Good afternoon to
one
each
and
and
all.
everyone. I am Jim Arnold
And
Rabon.
I'm Charlotte Flowers.
And then with me we have a special guest all the way from Ladyville Highlights, Mr. Albert Anthony Magdaleno. Welcome
That's
to the
right.
show.
Welcome.
Mr. Albert, I always hear about you, and we big you up on this show, especially the last time a lady was out there in Chetomal stranded, and people say, well, I don't know where to do. First thing we put the check with Ladyville Highlights.
Really?
Yes. And we saw that she got the help that she needed from
Yes,
there.
sir.
And we have been following you, and we always wanted you to come on the show. So we want to gladly recognize your presence here.
Yes.
Thank you guys.
Yes,
Thank
man.
you both.
Yes,
and as
yes.
I got the invitation, right away I said, I'll be here.
Yes.
Always know. There is,
Happy to have
I
you.
never waste an opportunity to talk about God work.
Yes.
I always be
Good, that's
willing to
really
talk about what God has done.
And all of the things that you have been doing, I want to say, like, whenever people come here on this show or other shows that I've had in the past, like, for instance, they come to give away things, right? Like credit union and other different organizations, they say they want to give away things to the audience out there. And I usually tell them, well, you know something, the first person was supposed to get that me. And so I all of a sudden I take what I should have given, and I took a part of it and so forth. So when you are out there doing this type of work, and I said to myself and I said to other people, I say, you know, so Mr. Albert's supposed to get compensated for his work. And all of the people that have been donating, you will rightfully say in front of everybody, well, this is the way they send for your seat, yeah? And I like that.
Yes, sir.
You know?
Yes, sir. Because we as black people, we're suspicious of each other bad.
Yeah.
So in order to dispel any kind of, from the thoughts, how much you get, conk it again 2 times, show it.
Yeah.
So people see that whatever was sent
Right.
was received.
Right.
Everything.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
we like that transparency very
Yes.
much. And in regards to when this COVID thing was on, a lot of times the churches, they used to go, and we can attest to that. They go from place to place, and then they honk their horn, and they have the video camera right there. And that had gotten to me because of the fact they shouldn't be doing that at that time. Because sometimes some people don't want to come at the gate for receive
Yes, some
whatever
people
gift
want
or
it to be
patronage
private,
they
yeah.
want it
Yeah.
private.
Yeah.
But I can see the difference in what you're doing because you have donors, and
Right.
these donors need to be verified as to what is taking
Yes,
place.
sir.
And so we have that transparency going. I like that. And
Yes, sir.
so how many people have you assisted in the years that you have been doing this?
Boy, my brother,
You know, keep a record?
I honestly do. I wouldn't know, but I know it's a lot.
Yeah.
It's a lot because while we do the everyday interaction with people in their homes on the streets, we do every month, for at least 2 times for the month, we visit villages, poor villages, right? And we would go to these villages and we would take free clothing, free footwear, free baby clothes, free groceries, and if it's school time, free school supplies. And lots of people from the villages would come. And we give it everywhere, I think, free. All right? Free. So if I could go and count among the people, a lot.
Yeah.
Because we have visited at least over 25 villages. And that's villages in the north, south, east, and west. We have gone as far as San Antonio, Toledo in Punta Gorda. We have gone as far north to Libertad Village, Socots on the west, and Malante. We have been all over, giving away. And I like it because not only giving away things, but we get to meet new people, make friends, eat their food. Well, I love it.
Well, tell me something.
Yeah.
You know something. We have talked about this. Me and Charla here. Like, for instance, when people open their doors to you in terms of giving you the items or articles, in respect to the people from other sources, other organizations, including the government, whenever they give some people when not really need it, then are the first one in a line. And this is what gets to us. I mean, you give it to the people that are in need, and you verify that for yourself. And this is different from, that's why a lot of the times the poorer class of people don't get anything, because whenever the government is giving out things, the very rich ones are the middle class ones, then are the first one in a line.
And that's why we have a thing where we say, people don't like when I say it, but I always tell them our stuff, our supplies are for the needy and not the greedy.
There you go.
All right? Many times, some people say, Mr. Albert, why you say that? What? But a true, give the poor people a break, forget something about.
Yes, I.
You understand me? Always are the one that we don't got the front of the line, or the family the front of the line.
Yeah.
But the poor people up at the side, though, because you don't poor, you don't got nothing. So they just slap their tail and wait and see if the scrums are left.
Yeah.
Well, we don't get scrums.
Right.
Because, I mean, poverty the one thing,
Yeah.
You don't the technique, you don't the struggle. And if you make nice, they're embarrassed. So there are people who want shame and embarrass you. So you lap your tail and wait and see where left.
And then these are the same people who go on the media and say how the escalation of crime they happen. Then are the same one, and they are the cause of it. You understand? So we appreciate what you're doing, and what other things you have set out for the near future?
A lot. A lot.
Yeah.
Right now, one of our main things is transportation. All right? Sometimes when our vehicles are down, then it keeps us from not being able to be out there. All right? Because we have villages lined up that are ready to receive us with items that we have to give away. And then what also happens if our van is down, then the barrels, they still keep coming. The boxes, they still keep coming from like Cayo Cargo, Belize Queen Freight, Belize Concierge. Most of these shippers in the U.S., Belize in the U.S. send stuff to us, and then we unpack them, we sort them according to man clothes, because we have some big bins. Just like how some people got bins that store rice and beans and grains, we store clothing, all right? So we have a big bin for men clothes, female clothes, kids clothes, baby clothes. So when the stuff comes from the States, we unpack it, throw it in the bin, and then when time to go to the villages, we pull them out, bag them off, throw them in the van, and we hit the different villages. But once the van is not working, then it causes a backup, all right? Because stuff is always coming. And I must say thanks to people, Belize and Americans in the States, who see what we do. And in the States, if you don't get a new tennis, your tennis still look good, because America, you're there.
Yeah.
They walk by mud, they walk by cement and pave. So what they do, they would, go through their clothes, send us their clothes. Some of them brand new, some of them second hand, but it still look good.
Right, right.
These are what we take to the villages, and we give them away free. But if we don't do regular villages giveaway, then it starts to build up. That's why our greatest challenge is, once our van is down, then it keeps us back from getting out the stuff that we have to give away.
Well, there are so many and big ones, car sales people around.
What's that?
Sales, car sales. We have car guys. We visited car guys. We have Crystal Auto Rentals and Sales. We have so many of them out there. And now, as the president from Good Recommendations believe, here's recommendations for you people out there that have, and Bravo Motors and others. We pass and see so many vehicles lined up in these car lots. They're not doing anything with them, and here you are need a van. And so this is what it is.
And when sometimes just to get the stuff out, you know what we do? We rent van from a guy who rents van. We rent his van for $150 for the day, and then we use that to go to different villages. But then, why should I be renting when I have my own? It's just one mechanical issue it might need, but then we don't have a big funded organization, not like the minister, the government, or private organization to give us, finance to operate. we operate based on the kindness of donors abroad. Not to mention that our donors, most of them are regular Belizeans with regular working jobs in the States. All right, so they would break you off 150 US or 100 US towards our gas. We put it in the van and we go. Or we use it to pay for the rental of the van. So the idea is just to get the stuff out.
Right.
All right.
Well,
So if we were to say, if somebody would have said, hey, we like what that guy is doing, we want to give him a van, hey, to God be the glory.
Well, this is why we bring it out here. This is why we bring it out here. And what we talk about on this show many times is a lot of non-profit organizations who are out here in this country. They go and get finances from abroad, from other organizations there. Then they come back here to Belize as though they haven't had anything, and then they go to our private sector and they and a business departments, and then they ask for donations, and that spoil the gap for somebody like you who will be getting these donations from our local business establishment because of these non-profit organizations. And here they are having 3 and 4 vehicles, shiny vehicles, and they are utilizing the kindness of our Belizean people by getting voluntary services from them, not paying them anything. And so we want to make this appeal to our people here, not because these people come and they're organized and calling themselves non-profit when they well know that they are in it for profit. And so we want to appeal to them to change your mindset and help somebody like Mr. Albert, because we are all for Mr. Albert. And he has been doing this from the bottom of his heart. These people are not from the bottom of their heart. Believe me, you have so many non-profit organizations in this country who are deceiving the people of this country. And we appeal to you out there to assist. And no wonder the little basketball people or the footballers, the little youths, they go to these business establishments and then they tell them our funds are exhausted because of the fact that they have been given out to this organization, and these organizations haven't been given back to the people as what they had mentioned. And we see the proof from what you are doing, not from them.
Anytime we go to villages, I always go live. Once we go to one village, the last time we went, check this out. We went to Middlesex Village on the Southern Highway. Now, I never know that Middlesex Village is here, and like a few meters down the road, have a next village.
Right.
Well, they one from the next village come up the hill to Middlesex and say, we want something too. Right? Because they heard that Ladyville has and they have in their village. I looked at clothes, footwear, a lot of stuff was there, and we free. But to just show the need that we can't just go to our village and next one day, the people there like can throw store away. Right. The child lady say, yeah, man, that Middlesex villagers are not for no one, for no turn on call. Well, we don't do that.
Oh my.
Right? But we do it live. Why we do it live? Because, for example, say you did at Chicago, right? And you be sending a barrel to me. And you did at New York, and you be sending a barrel of stuff to me. Then you could see live your thing that you sent to us through your cargo Belize Queen Freight. You can see live your stuff being given away and being received by people who really need it and who really appreciate what you guys sent from the USA. Bear in mind also that some people don't have no family member in the States, would have never ever received anything from the States. But through us, everybody get a blessing with stuff from America.
Well, no one that they use clothes place and they close on myself. You didn't get my clothes. Mr. Albert, listen to me. This show is not the stir. We have to say because we don't say other people will say.
But I want to tell you something else. I have a friend in Texas. Big up yourself, Mr. John and R.J. Marsden in Houston, Texas. They have decided to use us to send prom dresses.
There you go.
So every year since last year, we receive 2 barrels of prom dresses. Wow. Beautiful prom dresses. Now, when we get those prom dresses, I make a post and I say, all right, the dresses have arrived for those young girls who cannot afford to get one brand new one or get one so. Because one prom dress costs about $600.
Right.
Easy $600. You don't have shoes yet.
I know.
And you leave titty weight up your earring and so on, your chain. But we get the prom dresses, and we have been able to bless lots of young girls who their parents would not been able to afford a prom dress. And we not take no picture and then pick the dress. We don't just get the dress and we like it. You like it, mama? Take it. Man, for even parents get clothes to parents' night. Then lady, the ma.
Wow.
Mr. Albert, I could get just a go through, man. Is that there?
Yes.
Take it.
You got that right.
Take it, the free.
That's right.
Thanks again to the kindness of John Marsden and Audrey in Houston, Texas. So every year, we can look forward to 2 barrels of prom dresses to give away free.
That is it.
Yep, and we'll put it out there.
And tell me something, Mr. Albert. With all of these donations coming in terms of clothing and so forth, and the shipment of other things, does the shipping company give a discount because of the fact that it is coming to be given free?
Boy, I know.
Well, now is the time for them.
No, I want to say it. There are some shipping agents who recognize that it is charity work.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying.
All right? And in order to give back, or for them to say, all right, I have never been able to give back, but I'll give back through allowing the stuff for Mr. Albert, the charge, man. Or discount.
That's good.
Well, that's
All
what
right?
I'm saying.
Discount, yeah. But then there are others who, business is a business and it's
Well,
a church.
the reason
Yeah.
why I ask is because of one company that you mentioned there, the one from Mr. Flowers.
Not our Kayo Cargo? Joseph Freight.
No, not Joseph.
Lisa
Joseph?
Queen.
No, it's probably
There's a guy from Belmopan who owns one of those companies.
Mr. Egbert Flowers. He's the one that owns is it Belizean Cargo? It could be Belizean
I think
Cargo.
that's the Kayo Cargo.
Cargo could be that one there. But anyway, I know for a fact that if he are aware of the fact that these things are coming in like that, he will definitely
At
give
least
a
on discount. At least a discount.
And because of the fact I personally have engagement with him when I was
Okay.
renting his house in San Ignacio.
Okay.
And I found out that I had cancer.
Oh, for real?
And yeah, but most
So you're a cancer survivor?
most landlords
Wow.
would whether you're sick or not sick, they want their rent.
That's true.
But he appeared there. He says, "I get to understand what you're going through. You don't have to pay no more rent." And plus, he gave $100 while I was going through that. So, man like that is man to be recognized and to be given that awareness, because I'm pretty sure that he would definitely do something in regards to discounting the prices from bringing it. And other of these other shipping agencies would follow suit.
That would be a big help, because while we have Belizeans in the U.S. who are more than willing to send stuff, there are many of them who cannot afford to send it because they might be in the U.S., yes, but they struggle too.
Yeah.
All right, and to send a barrel from depends on which state today, I think California it's 150 US to send a barrel, but if you're in the New York side, it's 200 US, one barrel. All right, sometimes 75 US to send a box, a big box. All right, so if they would do it to assist, to help us, you know, with the discount for the people who they send, it would help.
Definitely would.
And then more people would give.
And more people would
hey, look at it the same time, they will get more traffic.
Oh, yeah.
All right?
Sure.
A discounted price is better than no price at all, no kind of business.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah.
So we appeal to these people out there to definitely reconsider giving these
Yes, and
discounts
giving more
from these
support.
shipping agencies. But it's always the shipping by road, or you have.
We do receive through the port as well from New York. We get a big bin, I mean, both sides of the sofa there, a big box of stuff from a donor in New York City, Belizean American. She has been sending stuff for us for over 4 years now. But when she says it's a big box, they call it bin, like a casket, but bigger than a casket.
Right.
Loaded with all kind of stuff inside. The last time we got a lot of adult diapers. Again, when you're not in the situation to need adult diapers, and adult diapers don't mean nothing to you. It's just another pamper, just like big man pampers or big woman pampers. But make you fall sick, and you know the need and the urgency of having an adult diapers or a colostomy bag attached to your skin. Then you realize how significant these things are for people in order to just survive.
True.
All right?
How
So,
costly it is.
yeah, it is.
It's costly.
One colostomy bag costs $15.
Yes.
One single one. All right? And remember now, if you have to poo, you have to do too. You have to change that.
Yep. You can't reuse it again.
No, because you catch infection. All right, so you got to change it. $15 to one. When we get them from folks in the States, and we supply people who we know depends on them, and we give them free. I mean, if the people who receive from us would talk and say, they could say, yeah, that's true. Whenever Mr. Albert has colostomy bags, we get them free. Whenever you have adult pampers, we get them free. Because we try to help poor people.
That's right.
That's the main objective, to help poor people and to help them save money. So the money they may have spent, you know how much you pack of adult diapers? Almost $39, $40 in a pack of adult diapers. They bring about 18 or 12. All right, for one pack. We have lots of Belizeans who are suffering, who cannot afford adult diapers. One time I visited a lady, you know what they use instead? Plastic bag. To catch a pee and a poo. Because you don't got the money to buy one adult diapers. And that's why people like them, we supply it to them free. Whenever you need money, come back, let me give it to you.
I saw one time when you were out and you put out an advisory there, say we are expecting another shipment.
Yeah.
So you keep the people.
Yeah, because
following you, know,
we have so much people who depends on the adult diapers. We run out, and so I said to the people there, I've never run out in a long while, but I've run out.
Yeah.
But now the supplies came thanks to people from California, New York City. They sent us the supplies, and now we have, to provide for those persons who depend on it. Yeah.
Well, there you have it, folks.
The struggle is real.
Talking to Mr. Albert Anthony Magdaleno
Struggle is real.
from
Bro.
Ladyville Highlights. And this is a combination with your wife. Your wife is in the picture.
Yes, I cannot die. Yeah. One plane can't fly at one wing. She's my co-pilot.
There you go.
All right, and sometimes we clash because I sitting one way, she sees one next way, and then two of us got a strong personality. So, but somebody have to compromise if you want God's work to get done.
Right.
And give in. But I am grateful for her because she believed in the vision and she believed me that this is God's work. Therefore, she supports me in what we do.
Wow.
All right. I'm always on my phone, so she don't like. It's not whereby that which we really talk today. She knows. She knows either somebody that takes the help, or I'm communicating with somebody in the U.S. who want to send something to us. So we don't have that thing apart. Why you always up on your phone? Because follow the quote now, follow the quote now. Because I was doing this before I met her, but when I meet she, and I must say, she is the one who make us start the village giveaways. Because she said one day, say Albert, if the God they use to do this program, why you concentrate on just Ladyville and Belize? Bring this thing to the entire country, I believe, because in the entire country, I believe, people struggle all over. And I think about it and I say, no, that's true, you know. And I say, yeah, I like that. That makes sense. Guys, as God will have it, the next day, we get a call from a guy from Blackman Eddie. Call and say that his daughter sick and his daughter have a serious skin issue. And the guy say, can you help me? And we say yes. And we did help his child. And after that, cars started coming from all about out district, from the villages. Some people even leave their village, but part they live for Conda Belize City because I live in Belize City now. All right, because I was in Ladyville, and then I married Fiona. So I said, girl, come to my house. I don't want to go up there. Because if I go up there, I will hurt one of the little girl.
Oh, my.
Because everybody feel like Albert. So better you call Yak, right? So I had to rent my house that year. I had come out of my house and I said, all right, I'm gonna Belize. And so I lived in a fishy house, right? And there. Right? And she supports me 100% though. I gotta give God thanks for
You
that.
guys are a real power couple.
Right? And I want to say thanks to Digicel. Last year they recognized what we were doing and they placed us on the phone book.
Wow.
Well, I would wish
Last year.
I would wish that the digital would recognize us. And
Yeah.
that the stir. And because
Why, can I ask why the name that stir?
because of the fact that we stir up different topics and we talk about topics that other
So
media
only talk
houses
about
don't.
things where everybody else advise.
No,
Yeah.
exactly so, and we bring up recommendations, we bring up different
Okay.
things, remedies, and so that the store, I wanted that
It's stir the pot.
movement, that the store, because of the fact that the people say, and boy, I'm gonna say one concert last week, boy, that the store. We wanted it to become a household name, just like I know the trick you. I was the one who brought that out there.
Oh, for real?
I know the trick you, and they use it for me all the time. And so the intention of that the story is to get people in a positive attitude in regards to that the store, man.
Stir up something
I
and
love it.
positivity.
Yeah.
I love it.
But
I love
we want to get fundings from different companies as we are speaking here. As you see how the situation is laid out, sometimes we have live studio audience here.
Okay.
And so we want to bring that forward. We were the first to ever started that. And we want support from the business community as well, because so far we have some people who support the program, but not as much as we wanted, and not from these big companies. So, and not because we don't write, because I write them and she sing the jingles.
Yeah?
And but
How has the support been?
the support is not overwhelming, but we need some more support for the program. And by you being here, it's like a stepping stone, believe it or not, because we will know people will be viewing this. So
Well, I also have our YouTube page. So after this is finished, then I will transfer this same very show on my YouTube page, because I have also learned that while we have a lot of Facebook followers, there are people who don't got time for Facebook, but they sit down home at their house and they take their TV and they flick through YouTube. And most people in the States look to see Belizean and stuff on YouTube. So when they find Ladyville High, it's like, all right, I want to watch this. Then some of them not only watch, but they support. All right, because if I would have featured somebody with cancer, with cancer, and they become touched by what they see, they would then contact me and say, Mr. Albert, I just see you put up a story with a lady who has cancer. I would like to support by sending 500 Belize, and they send their support. So I hope that everybody in the U.S. who see us live right now would support that is Stir.
That is
All right, Mr. and Mr. Stir.
You do. Keep supporting
And
you.
you
Yes,
talk,
sir.
I was just waiting patiently for you to bring up the thing about cancer. Because here we are, we have been
I
talking
heard
about
about that.
Vidatox.
I heard about that.
Now, this Vidatox is from Havana, Cuba.
I heard about that.
This
I heard the
really
whole story
works.
about it.
This really works.
So tell me about it.
This is from the blue scorpion, the venom from the blue scorpion. And they put the drops under their tongue, right? And 2 bottles of this will cure you forever.
Real?
That's right, sir.
So you said you had cancer, right?
Yeah, but I wasn't healed.
wasn't
from
Delivered.
wrong.
There wasn't a wrong at
So
that time.
how were you able to bounce back?
By God.
Amen.
Yes,
Amen. Amen.
Um,
Yeah, somebody told me about this, and they swear it worked.
yes, that's right. We went.
They swear it worked.
It's an immune booster.
They said it was on the
stopped
news
cancer
on
cell from
NBC.
forming.
Had talked about it.
We went to different Cuban doctors here in the country, and they recommend it, but because they can't do it publicly, you know what I mean? Because of the fact of what they do in the medical profession.
So
But they
2
recommend
drops under the tongue.
a couple drops under the tongue daily, and then from there.
Because they say it literally make the cancer disappear.
Definitely, that's right, sir.
Amazing.
It's the venom from the blue scorpion, the special venom from the blue scorpion, and that's what they do from the laboratory in Havana, Cuba. So this is now available in Belize.
Where can people, somebody would want to party good?
They call 610-1001.
You hear that, people?
610.
All those persons who are suffering with cancer, Vidatox. I heard about it so many times, never see it till now. Oh, put on closer to the camera, so never see it. All right?
That's right.
Vidatox.
And a bottle like this is $350. Yeah,
Very
but in
important,
comparing to the chemotherapy and all of that,
I know.
and this worked.
It worked.
Yeah, that's right. But we appreciate it that you, and I say I had to wait till man bring up cancer, then I bring on my Lee box.
No, but honestly, guys, there are a lot of people who are suffering from cancer, seriously. A lot.
And they don't
Right
have-
now, there's a 14-year-old who is supposed to be, I think by now, they should be on their way to Merida, but she has been suffering with cancer, the blood, leukemia, since she was 8 years old. And now she's 14. The cancer seems to have come back, but come back. A little bit aggressive, and so the doctor tell her bring her the Merida. But again, if they would try this,
Yes.
hey, it worth the try.
And you notice,
Yeah,
and
you worth the try.
you notice, Mr. Albert, that people make the stages so that people will get more fearful as the stages
Yes.
progress. Stage 1, you feel bad, but no, not that bad because you say, oh, but no, you got that stage 2, then stage 3. And the more the higher the stage, the more fearful they become, and right there gone. And
You die of fear
so
more
we
than anything.
try to put faith in people.
Yes, sir.
And faith conquers fear.
Yeah.
I got a call from a lady the other day. She went to the hospital and I tell her, Mom, this thing look like cancer. The lady fainted.
Oh my.
He passed out.
Just
When
because it look like.
But man, I tell her, doctor tell her, it look like cancer, the lady passed out.
Oh, God.
When he wake up back, one lady tell her, I say, Mommy, don't worry yourself, man. Call Mr. Albert. You know, point you in the correct direction. But path we go, who we say? No, since I see the thing that I had for myself,
Yes.
if you are suffering or have stage 1, 2, 3, what? You want about stage 4?
Anyone?
Any stage you help?
Any
Yeah.
stage, yes.
Any stage.
Make up.
No, seriously, I've heard about it. I never see it till now.
This is
First
a-
time I see it.
No, this is a Lee battle, yeah.
So this is the battle.
Yeah, that's a Lee battle right there.
Vidatox.
Yeah. You know.
Here it is, folks. Vidatox. And I heard it's very powerful.
Since I take this out of the box,
Uh-huh.
I want to inform people once again, because we have put that information out there before. Somebody had bought a eye medication, eye drops, and the box outside, they have the expiration date correct.
Yeah.
But when the person opened the contents inside of the box, the bottle have one expiration date that is outdated. So people, be very careful out there when you're buying things in box. Push in bag, because the outside box might say something, and then the inside might say something. The date will be outdated. And this is not from people from our country. This is from the companies abroad, deceitfully bringing that and sending that to this country, because they feel like people will just take it as it is, and they believe that what is on the box printed is the same contents as the same thing.
So
as
somebody
the
was observant enough to notice that the difference inside.
Exactly. Yeah, I brought that up because somebody almost got blinded by that.
Wow.
Yeah. But Mr. Albert, I mean to say, we appreciate you here, and we would definitely like to invite you another time.
Time up already?
No.
Oh,
No.
What?
We just, and they put it in advance, so we could.
Anytime.
It's time to go already.
What? Just to get warm up, man.
What we will do, we want to say thanks to Toucan Industries for. Well, we are back. We are back right here, and the program that is served from Print Belize Limited, Open Learning TV, Channel 17, and of course live on the Facebook link. And now we are back with Mr. Albert Magdaleno, and from Ladyville Highlights. I mean, this man is doing wonderful job, and we want God's work.
Yes, sir.
We want to encourage our people to support the program that he's doing, because as what I did say, and we have been saying it for many times, that we notice sometimes the right people are not getting the right assistance, because of the fact that people push themselves that don't really need, especially when they're giving out pantries from government side. People boast, I get 3 turkeys, yeah, and mothers, man, you never need for.
I have seen people get stuff and sell it.
You know what I mean?
Because they don't need it. Bad style.
Bad style.
Bad style. They know they don't need it, but they get it, and then they go around the lane and sell it. When somebody who genuinely need it, not receive it. It's unfair.
Some people block
It's
other
unfair.
people's blessings, you know.
Yeah.
in
That's
life,
right.
And it's really unfair to
Right.
say.
So that's why I don't care the begs and tell me all kind of thing. Stop say that, don't say that. But it's for the needy and not the greedy.
That's right.
And then there are some needy who become greedy too. Yeah, I'm true.
You know that?
I deal with it. I deal with it. There are some needy who eventually
Get greedy.
start develop the greediness. I would say,
That's
hey,
right.
hey,
You have to
Pastor
say that
Break,
it is, you know, I mean, that's the
Pastor
story.
Break.
Oh, man.
Well, like, that's what they show here. I was stirred, so I was stirred.
Where I say out there, what a vision that I have with all of these other non-profit organizations out there, I would like to see them contribute a percentage, 1%, 2% of what they get to your cause, because they are not doing what you are doing, you know. And the same thing, we have been advocating for the cutting down of bush sticks in this country. And for years now,
For that to come.
and instead of they use the galvanized pipes instead for the structures
Or
of
when they
cement
build
buildings, you know,
construction.
and people, the government really recently put out something last year that they want 1 million trees to be planted in this year.
All right.
But what's the planting 1 million trees and cutting down 5 million? That doesn't make any sense right there. So we're trying to advocate that. Another thing that we would like, and we put that forward for 3 years now, that we want bicycle sheds in all schools countrywide, because of the fact that these organizations that I'm talking about out there, they're always talking about the youths. And what about these youths who are putting their bicycles in the heat of the sun, and then they have to sit on those hot seats? That's a health issue. So we want to see that a bicycle shed is erected in all the schools countrywide. And it is so easy. It's just some
And also lockers.
yeah, and they put the cement, the zinc, just something there and put the zinc. That's a shed.
Yeah.
It's easy.
Yeah.
You know. So we want to appeal to those organizations to assist with programs that Mr. Albert is doing, and you will indeed assist other people, not just the particular organization that you are running, but you will be part and network with Mr. Albert, because you see what he's doing. We don't see what you're doing. We only hear that you will do this, you will do that, but we never anything materialize. But we see you driving these rich and fancy vehicles, and then nothing else with that.
Before we got vehicles, we and my wife used to move around on a motorcycle. I have pictures of it. We used to, as a matter of fact, when the pandemic was on, when people afraid to go out, we be done the give out grocery items, grocery bags to people, to families who had COVID.
Wow.
Right? How it work? We drive past for we cycle, blow my hand, or call and tell them with the outside, left it by the gate, and then we drive away from the house. And good distance away, so you could see that they come downstairs. Because remember, the whole house had COVID. When they come downstairs, they get it back and they go upstairs. When people may afraid to move wrong, we have no fear. You know, the thick of the COVID, we be out the service people, they give people supplies, groceries on a motorcycle. And then one time we come from Ladyville and they brush with, almost knock me off of the road. And my wife said, Albert, I can't do this no more. We need a vehicle. And we prayed and we asked God, hey, we need a vehicle. And sure enough, a family from, husband and wife from Inglewood, have a vehicle in Orange Drop. That's the pickup that I drive. And they said, listen to me, Mr. Albert, I see you made a post saying you need a vehicle. Did anybody come to assist you? I said, no, ma'am. He said, listen then, me and my husband decide that you can go to Orange Drop, go and speak to my family member up there. They will give you the truck key, and they will give you the papers for the truck, and you can use that truck to do God's work.
There you go.
And up so we get the vehicle to use to do. And the vehicle still around to this day. And to show you how God is good, these very same people, even though sometimes we tell them, no man, we have to take care of insurance, they say, we'll take care of it. You just concentrate on doing God's work.
They say that
Yep.
is the idea.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Again,
Wow.
that has to be God. Who in a present day and time, I tell you, using a vehicle. And then also help to put on pay for the insurance and the upkeep and so.
Wow.
You know, so it has to be God work. Then my friend from Sacramento, he came to Belize and he saw the need that we need. The truck is good, but you need something bigger. And he said, would you like a van? I said, yes, I would like a van. And he says, sure enough, I'll send 95% of the money towards the van. You find the 5%. And the man kept his word. He sent the check for 95% to pay for the van. We raised the next 5%, and that was how we bought our first van. You know? So all along the way, in what we do, God has provided the resources and the tools necessary for us to get his job done. You hear what I say? His job, not my job, his job. And that's how we do it. And then we had another vehicle donated to us by a guy from Las Vegas, my friend, Mr. Kirk Usher, Rastaman.
What?
Yeah, you know, you got a Rastaman where it was Rastaman style, and Rastaman fashion. That brother there. And true story. The man say, you have 5 vehicles, right? Las Vegas. You sit down in the backyard, pass on there, and you watch the vehicle there. You know, you admire, but these are his. You say, while they watch the vehicle, you say, my voice comes to one and tell him, why don't you send one of those vehicles to Ladyville highlight that he do my work? One man with the ganja with the smoke. Look at it. No man see what the man say. But I know the smoke, so it can't be. The man say, every time you go behind the yard and he watch a vehicle, the voice comes to one. Send one of those vehicles to Mr. Magdaleno in Belize, who is doing my work.
You see?
Man started paying like at least 1 month or change. And then the voice was bad. So one day he called me, he said, bro, you got a vehicle? I said, no, we move wrong on a cycle. He said, cycle? I said, yeah, we move wrong on a cycle. The man said, man, I got a vehicle for you, man. He said, I have a vehicle there? Then they take the camera. The man showed me one 2002 Land Rover SUV type. Yeah, Land Rover. I don't know Ford, Toyota, Land Rover, a high-end thing. I always tell people when God gives you something, He gives you the best.
That's true.
Right?
That's so true.
The man said, brother, he said, that Land Rover for you. How you get that Belize, that's your problem. But I, the gift that Land Rover to you, so you can do the work you do in Belize to help the Belizean people as you do God's work. But do God's work. Brother, the man said after he get that off of his chest, the boy so bad no more.
You see?
No more.
Wow.
The boy so bad no more.
That's good.
I mean,
That's good.
hey, some serious stories, and he's there. He could tell you. The thing the voice did tell him, we're gonna get a vehicle to the man. So what we did a live Facebook fundraising. Myself, a lady from New York City, me and my wife, and we have our donors who support us from all states in the U.S. We have a vehicle donated to us, but we need to get to Belize. So we are trying to raise funds. So we have a guy by the name of Oswald. Nobel, big up Oswald. Oswald would be one responsible to bring it from the States to Belize for us. And he did. And he did, right? Thank God for donors. People started to send to us. All right, I send on 200, I send on 500, I send on 300 towards Ladyville Highlights vehicle. To get a vehicle, I send the pay for the insurance. So it all happened. And the vehicle came and we were able to use that. So God has blessed us with like I said, God has blessed us with the resources to get this work done.
That's right.
Yeah.
And nothing can stop that.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
And people who are listening to the program, let your conscience be your guide.
Yes.
Or
As a matter of fact, man, brother, I want to tell you, the owner of the pickup truck told me last month, he said, Mr. Albert, ever since we decided to help your program, we have seen a complete 360 in our life. Difficulties we had, then they're gone. And we have seen blessings come into our life. We have seen opportunities come into our life that normally we wouldn't have seen those opportunities happen to us. People start blessed there.
Well, that's right. Exactly so.
You know? So he said, man, he said, we love supporting your program because we see for ourselves the blessing that comes back to us. One guy from Atlanta, he's a fireman, Belizean American fireman. He said he had a barrel to send. Said, but they have a last money, right? Said, why should I use my last money to send this barrel or wait till I get money to send the barrel? But he might tell him, send the barrel. The man got the man, and the man send the barrel with the last money he paid for send the barrel.
Wow.
The man said when he gonna work next day morning, the boss called him in. Come here. Yes, boss. Man, know what you do. Boss said, you just been promoted.
Well,
The
well.
man said, whoa. He said, man.
You see?
So he said, boy, because of giving, he said the blessing to give. And the Bible said, it is more blessed to give than to receive. Yeah.
Right.
So we have several people who can testify and say because of the program that we have and they give to our program, they have also experienced blessings in their life. Well, another true story. We had a lady by the name of Roxana. Roxana had a huge tumor. And she be kind of ashamed to go up on the camera. But I tell her, Mama, the only way you could get help that let people see who their money going to. People just want to send money right so blindly. They need to see you, they need to see your condition, and they need to see your need. And she said, okay, Mr. Albert. And the same night I showed her live on camera, that same night, one Belizean lady in Los Angeles sent $1,000 to this girl who had the tumor, the cancer. Little did I know that this lady who sent the $1,000 not even had a job at LA. But she took the $1,000 that she had and sent it to us to give the girl towards her cancer situation. She said, Mr. Albert, you know when I sent you that $1,000, the next day, 2 agencies called me. They offered her job. She got 2 jobs the next day.
Wow.
Man, serious thing.
See,
These are things.
Serious thing.
Mr. Albert, we will have to
Serious thing.
come back next time.
And I have a lot more stories I could tell you guys.
We like story. But
Real stories though, real
I
people.
love to
We-
hear
we-
them.
we-
though.
we-
Real stories, real people.
We like stories.
Real results.
We like that.
Yeah.
And we appreciate the fact that you came on the show.
Yes, we do.
But you over fast.
Yes. And
You see?
so we want to say that we'd like to welcome you back another
Yes,
time.
sir.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
And definitely so we could expand and see what transpire after this show.
Have to do and back up.
Yeah,
Oh,
we have to
yeah.
do
Have
our
to do and
Oh,
up.
yeah.
Yes, man.
So-
Calm, you know.
Yes, sir.
Oh, yes.
We will.
Calm,
do that.
man.
And
So
we'd
calm,
like
man.
to
I
be a
catch me
part
bus
of
and
your
come.
work too. with
And
the-
once I'm in the, I need a number as well. Once I'm in the Cairo area, 'cause we did, this year we have done at least, we don't do ticket, we do Camalote. Camalote? Carmelita.
Right?
Carmelita.
Oh.
No,
La Camalote?
Camalote, la
All right, we don't do cotton tree, we don't do Tiketl, we don't do Camalote, we don't do Unitedville, we don't do Sokots, no Ontario yet, but we plan to be Ontario soon. But any village in the west we come, I'll give you a card,
right.
so you can be there to see it,
Yes,
how it's
and
done.
All
we
right.
will
All
give out, Yes.
Yeah.
Well, that's the time right there, folks. I am J. Marna Rabon
I'm Charlotte Flowers.
and Mr.
Ladyville highlights, Mr. Albert.
There you go.
Thanks
And
for
Mr. Albert,
coming.
give one phone number right there.
Yes, for anybody who would like to join us, support us, you want to be a volunteer. Oh, I gotta say, big up to all our volunteers.
That's right.
Because our volunteers, Miss Charette, Miss Nicole from Rowing Creek, and Auntie Brannon, Auntie Carolyn Brannon, Pep from Post Office, big up yourself, Pep. All our volunteers, I might forgot someone, but hey, please excuse me. I apologize, time to go. But thank you, volunteers, because our volunteers are the ones who join us.
Yes.
When we go out to do village
They do a lot,
giveaways,
they do
they
a
help
lot.
us to bag off the bags, they help us to unload the van, they help us to
It's a
set
lot
up
of
when
work.
we reach,
It's a lot of
because
work.
what me and Fiona do, we couldn't have that done it by ourselves. The volunteers make it possible as well, along with the donors. So donors, you guys are the blessing behind this blessing here in Belize. Because when you send your stuff from the US, it is sent with good heart, good faith, and we deliver it to people who need it, to the needy, and not the what?
The greedy.
That's right.
All right. All right, love. All right, next Tuesday
Respect.
right here. God bless.
Bless
Yes,
everyone.
man.